Hey yo, yo, welcome guys. Welcome to another episode of Working While I'm Sick. Hey, but don't you worry. I just installed some new filters on my microphone, so hopefully it won't get too loud. So even if I like la 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 la, yeah, it should limit itself so it wouldn't blast your ear guys out. Just in case I cough, it wouldn't also blow too much of your guys' ears out. But I'll still try to aim away from the microphone. Yeah. By the way, what did Luca mean when he said hot Philippines? I didn't get the joke. Oh, because he has a boyfriend in the Philippines. Yeah, his name is Almi. Okay, I want to switch songs. What? I'm looking at my music playlist. Let's go next one. Just choosing what song to pick. Oh, the music is a bit loud. Okay, I'll tune it down. How's this now? How's this music? Hopefully it's not too loud anymore. I tune it down. Yeah, I'm always like not sure. Like, is it too soft or is it too loud? Because I was checking my a little bit of my VOD from yesterday. It was like, oh, so it was really soft. So I tried tuning it up again today. But yeah, I wouldn't want it to be too loud. Yeah. Luca, and boyfriend. Let's switch over to animating. L'animation. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a great Friday wherever you are. It's almost the weekend. Almost ready to rest and sleep late. Yeah, Noodle Boy needs some work. Yeah, ready for the weekend. You know, I wonder what people will think of my the title of my stream, tying down this wolf. Sounds sus. But really, I'm really just tying down my animation. You guys have any plan for the weekend? Wait, okay, I want to switch music. This music. Oh, not really. Just gonna chill and prepare for the new semester. That's good too. Oh, yeah, new semester. Yeah, you're in the third year, right? Third year of your college. I hope it doesn't get too busy. I mean, it probably will, like later, and like in the. But yeah. Keep healthy, and you'll make it through. Nice, yeah, you can handle it. I use this song as my portfolio. I mean, my demo reel music back when I was in school. This exact song. I was a Celtic music fanatic. Love it. Yeah, I was looking back at my VODs and I was like, I mean, just for a little bit, I haven't really re-listened back to my VODs recently, but just before the stream, I looked back at it, I was like, oh shoot, my voice is so raspy. I didn't realize how raspy it was. Raspberry. Raspberry voice. It's like a TV static voice. Like the texture really. Oh my goodness, Jaws, you're in English class right now writing an essay. Oh my gosh. I hope it's going good. Wait, can you listen to me? Are you wearing earbuds? I don't know how you are able to watch the stream in class while you're. Actually, it's okay. You don't need to answer that. Just do your work. Yeah, I don't. I'm questioning if they allow students with phones in classes. It sounds kinda. Oh, you're sneaky. You're very sneaky. Don't get caught. They're confiscated. Oh my gosh, but most of my teachers don't care. He's got a phone! Drop down, get down! He's got a phone! To anyone writing their essays right now, good luck. Essays are hard. I hate essays when I was in school. I think essays are the worst things, the most boringest tasks. I'm really glad I went to an art college. Oh, we didn't have to write essays at all. It was only for like my electives where I had to do the essays. Oh, I realized there's a frame I didn't finish from yesterday. I should finish that. Snouty is the best. The snoutiest wolf in the land. Boops, boops to everyone. I really want to eat something like a hot soup, like a borscht. Oh, this music. It's like a waltzing. Dun, 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 dun. Noodly arms. Remember to save. Oh, tonight's kind of a chilly night for Thailand. I mean, my city here, Chiang Mai. How cold is it right now? Temperature in Chiang Mai. 21. You guys are like, what the? 21's barely anything. But I don't know, it's kind of windy tonight, so you get a slight wind chill. Yeah, hopefully the sound suppression is working, so I can cough off screen without having to mute my microphone. I mean, I still don't want to blast your guys' ears out, but I don't want to also like mute every single time I want to cough. Becomes too much work having to mute all the time. I think his chest kind of shrunk a bit. Yeah, especially here. Let's fluff it up his chest a bit. Needs more mass. Yeah, puffy chest. Chest up. Ooh. Oh yeah, I like the song. I always like the energetic music in like Irish music. I mean Irish music and all the Celtic music has some really nice like danceable beats. It makes me want to dance. I want to dance to it. Oh. So much more to go. My gosh. Oh my god. So many frames. Let's change music. It was a little bit too long here. Let's shorten it a little bit here. Even his nose has some limits. You know, I wonder like how many how much more of my film am I gonna stream? Like just film the entire thing from background to, well, I don't know. I mean, the only thing, the good thing about streaming is usually I'm not when I'm working on this off stream, I don't have long-term patience. So it would be like I'll work on this for like 5 minutes and then look at another video. But I guess streaming forces me to just continually work on it. I'm bound to social pressure to finish my film. But nah, I just think it's more fun doing the film while chatting with you guys. Because doing a film is a kind of a, especially an independent film by yourself, it's kind of a lonely experience. And I want to socialize more this year, so I guess the good balance is working on this and talking with you guys. Oh, alright, Snouty Wolf. Let's go do your chores. No worries. Thank you, and good luck to you too. Awoo! Thank you for your awoo energy. I'll accept it gladly. Awoo, my snouty brother. Snouty pal. Glamdoodle, good morning. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Happy Friday to you too. I'm assuming it's Friday since it's morning. We're doing alright, just got out of a meeting. Oh nice. A meeting. Yeah. Over here it just turned Saturday in Thailand. Yeah, I'm in the Asia, the Thailand time zone. It was like 1:44 a.m. The future is... it's alright. Well, at least I'm living. And I mean, not healthy, but recovering from a sickness. Yeah, I'm not dead yet. That's all good. Oh, I gotta... wait. This is... let's turn on some other music. I saved a little bit of anime music on my playlist. A few anime. I know, I hope my sickness clears up. It's been annoying me this past weeks. Yo, Joseph! Howdy. Howdy, partner. How you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, pals. Doing great. That's awesome. Glad to hear. I'm doing pretty good. It's always a pleasure seeing you guys around. Oh. Even though I'm sick, still sick. Lit coming back from the gym, nice. Fortunately, it's Friday since the weekend I can rest. Yes, the weekend you can rest to your heart's desire. Oh yes. Oh my, voice so ruined. By the way, Pat, who else is helping with your project? I guess it would be impossible if you do everything on your own. Oh yeah, several people are helping me. There's PT Yindi who helped animate the bears. In this scene, these police bears. That's PT Yindi, and there's another scene which is in the future scene that's animated by Adam Musa. He's a really amazing artist on Twitter. And yeah, I'm thinking of getting some other friends to help out too, but haven't gotten to that to prepare the files yet. Yeah, Adam rules. Yes, his characters are so cute. Thinking of like soundtracks to play. I'm like running out of soundtracks. Let's do some Silent Hill. Yeah, Adam drew all these like cute lizard characters. It's really cute. Oh, I love Silent Hill 2. Yo, look who's here, Mugwump. Welcome back, Mr. ABBA. How's it going, Mugwump? Yeah, Silent Hill 2. Heckin' love horror games. Next, if I make another film after this, it's gonna be horror, 100%. I can't wait to finish this so I can move on to something else. Will it scare me, Uwu? I don't know. I don't know what type of horror actually. Just like almost done with your assignment. Oh, nice. Nice, Jaws. It's going good. Hopefully you can hear me if you're listening in. I don't know if you still have like earbuds on. Are you going to switch to a game? You know, I'm not sure yet. I kind of want to do a game. I was thinking of Resident Evil 2, actually, but I don't know if I'm in the mood to play a game. But I want to play something, but I don't know. Also, it's been a while since I worked on this film, so taking advantage of this moment. Play fiddle? Oh my gosh. It's too late during the night for me to play fiddle here. We'll wake the neighbors up. Wake me up inside. Wake neighbors up inside. If you are still in horror games mood, I recommend Outlast 2. Oh no! Outlast, I mean, okay, I like Outlast 1, but I tried playing Outlast 2 when I was with my friend in Denmark. I didn't like it. I don't know. It's like we got stuck. It was so frustrating. We just quit. But maybe it's just because we just got stuck in that part. But I don't know. But Outlast does have some really crazy chase sequences. Oh, it's so hard. You know, I mean, it's one thing to make a game scary, but making it frustrating, I can't. I think I can't take frustrating games. Like, I'd rather have a I want a game to have like focus more on smooth. Yeah, I guess because you know getting stuck on a game it just ruins the experience. Like a game doesn't become scary anymore. It becomes like annoying. It's impressive how quick you're going from rough sketch to clean lines. Oh, it's because it doesn't take too long because I keep my characters kind of simple. This is really is and it's not like exact. Yeah, I don't follow a model sheet or anything, so it's like it's easy for my brain to draw, and I have drawings left and right around me. I flip between the drawings so I have information to draw. Yeah. Like, if you give me a total new scene with no information, oh, it's gonna take a long time for me to start drawing. Oh yeah, and Cuphead. I was thinking of Cuphead too, but I was afraid of getting stuck. But the good thing about Cuphead is it has a nice art style, so I can forgive it. Even though I get stuck. And also you can recycle body parts to use in other frames. Actually, for my film, I don't copy and paste, but at least trace it. I would trace it because copy and pasting, it will copy the exact same grain texture on of the line. I want the lines to keep like boiling to show the imperfection. Yeah. But yeah, it's almost. It's basically recycling almost. Oh, come on, Mugwump. I'm trying to learn how to embrace imperfection here. It's not fun being nitpicky and stuff. It takes too much time. No, you Mugwump, you're perfect. You're perfect. You know all the music titles. You know all the music artists. I don't even know ABBA. Come on, and you're calling my animation perfect? Oh, come on. The perfect Mugwump, who knows all the music and able to animate on paper. Yes, I still remember the talk from yesterday. Like how I didn't know all these music. Whether or not I'm able to animate on paper is still up for debate. Paper's dang hard. I mean, just doing it is like, oh, I give props to you. I know this is Chopin. Can we get some Gershwin up in here? What's Gershwin? Oh no, don't make fun of me, Mugwump. I don't know what Gershwin is. Wait, well, what's a Gershwin?
This microphone.
Oops. Gershwin. Rhapsody in Blue. Okay, let's try this. Well, 16 minutes. It's so long. No, too long. I don't want that. I don't want. This is too long. Oh, the Rhapsody in Blue. Yeah, I know it. It's just some other Gershwin songs. I know that Rhapsody in Blue way too much. Oh, what other songs do you make? Okay, this George Gershwin Summertime. Let's see what this other soundtrack is. It was in Fantasia 2000, the Eric Goldberg directed segment. Yeah, that was the famous. Concerto in F is great, or his preludes. Oh, I think I played this in my band class in high school. What a man of culture! Oh, this is so slow. I'm sorry, I'm skipping the master's song. Okay, wait. Okay, Concerto in F. Concerto. Concerto in F. Georgie Gershwin. Oh my gosh, 35 minutes, way too long. I don't have time. 35 minutes again! What's up with this? No! Is there like a shortened like summary version of his song? Concerto in F? Too long! Oh wait, 7 minutes, wait. What the? Third movement, this is third movement. Wait. Second movement, I wanna see second movement. Oh my gosh, 12 minutes. It's okay. Let's just go to that Rhapsody in Blue. It's his most famous work. Oh, you guys playing instruments here. Mugwump's on piano and banjo. Oh yeah, I heard you play piano. You had some perfect skills there. Joseph says, used to play drums and piano, but not anymore. I know, that happens over time. Oh, it's so loud. Oh, Jaws, I can't play anything with anyone yet. I'm a lone wolf. Basically. Even though Mugwump says we're starting a band. Like, we're totally starting a band. Ah, woo! But I try to, I still play fiddle a lot these days. Irish fiddle. I'm kind of in some mood for some like spicy food to clear out my nostrils. So much mucus. Oh, Jaws, you can sing? Show it. You gotta show sometime. Show us the song of your people. Sing us with your Bozoi, your Bozoi's voice. Wait! Mugwump, you can't find your animation paper! Oh my gosh, it's on your light table. Don't panic. Calm down. Calm down. Everything's gonna be okay. Mugwump. But hey, you know, I had that fear once. Like, oh shoot, what happened to my when I was doing a super long scene, I have so many papers lying around. Like when I was working on like one of the bosses in Cuphead DLC. It was scary losing it. And then it's like I have to go slowly, paper by paper, and then it's like, okay, there it is. There's the paper. Oh, Mugwump's not working on Kodo. At least not yet. Koro is oh dang it. I was about to say a joke, but Jaws gave it away. Or maybe yeah, I sometimes say Koro as a short term for the film. Kuru is a disease you get from eating people. Oh my gosh. No, I can't say the joke because I don't know. I couldn't come up with a joke in time. Not me asking Pat to voice chat, not knowing that he's on stream. Wait, did you ask me? Oh shoot, yeah, you did ask me. You still wanna hop on? I don't know. I'm exposing myself before you expose me. I'll just pop on general. Yeah, so you guys can hear Luca's beautiful voice, beautiful clear and pronounced voice of a fox. Compared to my raspy voice in blue. Yeah, hop on into the general onto the VC. Or maybe I'll turn on some music, like make it really low. Oh my god, let me join, said Mugwump. Except not today. I should make a I'm gonna have to think about expanding my server. Right now it's just like very private.
Surprise!
Whoa! Whoa! The fox! A foxtrot above my head. And dogs in my head. Yay! Look at this, guys. Say hello to Foxy Luca.
I appeared. I'm in the middle of the frame, in front of the drawing.
Oh my gosh.
As I do.
Yes, you appear right in front of the frame.
maybe you can move me to like the other side of the screen because like I'm right in front.
I'll see. Wait. Luca, 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 Luca. It's so far apart though.
Whoop.
No, it's okay. It's
I
okay.
want to catch your disease.
Oh, social distancing. Okay, okay, okay. Sure, sure. Hey, this is good practice, guys. Remember to social distance. Oh my gosh.
You think I didn't see you flattening my avatar for a second?
Hey, I was thinking of like make it smaller, but nah. I like you I like you big.
Ah, yes.
Oh my god. Wait, Jasmine, I'm just catching up with chat here. Rhapsody voice. That was a clever pun. Yep. Raspy voice. The Mug Wump says, "Can I tell you about my favorite mobile game?" Sure, you could tell me. Joseph says, "Howdy" to Luca, and Jaws too. Hello.
Oh, I got so scared. Wait. That wasn't the right file, right? Wait.
What?
Oh my god, what am I doing? I just tried opening something in my software and it was just. Where is it? Okay. Whew. I did not lose my progress. That's good. That's what we want to see.
Yes, don't lose it.
Yeah, because yeah.
Wait.
I lined almost the whole thing that I sent you yesterday, and then I opened my thing, and it was the sketch again, so I got scared. We're good. It's
Okay.
it's back.
Oh shoot! Wait, I gotta test Luca's voice. I forgot to test it with you guys.
Oh, I can't be the one to test. Like I have to have the stream muted.
Yeah, guys, let me know how Luca sounds. I realized he was.
Yeah, let me know how I sound.
Oh my gosh! Don't scream in the mic, Lucario. Oh, Joseph. Okay. Yeah. Have a great day, Joseph. Yeah, thanks for hanging out on the stream. Yeah, see you next time, Joseph. Enjoy your dinner.
I can speak really close to the microphone.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Lucas MR. Lucas MR.
Luca ASMR. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Mugwump says, like, okay, Jaws asks Mugwump, how long have you been friends with Pat? And Mugwump says, since we crawled out of the womb, I tried eating him, but he crawled way too fast. I'm his evil twin. I will get him one day. And Jaws main's like, D::. Okay, oh, Luca sounds good now. Okay, good.
I always sound good.
Oh,
That was a lie.
really?
I don't sound good now.
You should have streamed while you were sick.
Always will.
You should have streamed while you were sick and crusty voiced it. Crusty voice. Like how I am right now. Crusty. Raspy.
You know what? It's been a while, but I might stream tomorrow, I think.
Oh, what are you gonna stream?
Splatoon.
Splatoon.
Why do you ask? That's like the one thing I've ever streamed. I wanted to see Luca that has pic of him with his. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the Polaroids. Thank you.
Yeah, Luca's Polaroids.
I'm open. No, I'm not. I'm not open yet. I would not. That's a lie. Or like maybe I don't know, but
Wait, yeah, oh yeah, when are you gonna open your commissions, Luca?
Don't ask me questions that I don't know how to answer.
Okay, but soon, probably.
Soon-ish. I was just trying to figure out my mom went to the post office today, and she like took a picture of all the rates of the shipping of everything because I wanted to see because I want to have like a flat price that's the same for everyone that includes the shipping because I'm good. I want to send the print to the people because otherwise there's no point. and I wanted to know like roughly how much the shipping was so that I can include that in the price. And don't because like I did the things like the cards, like the B stars cards before, and I was like, every time like someone asked me, I had to ask them like where they were so that I could see like how much the shipping was, so that I could add it to the price. And it was a headache. So I was like, I just want to do like
Oh,
one price.
okay.
Um, so yeah, I know that, and I guess I could open like now. Not now, but I guess if someone asked me now, I could do it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so guys, if you want a nice
Yeah.
looking photo commission, you know who to ask.
My
Uh,
DMs are open. You can DM me weird stuff. I will gladly look at. I don't know. Wait, that that came out wrong, but that's because I get like the wildest DMs. Like someone messaged me today too. I don't know what people are up to. Oh, I gave it
yeah.
my Twitter. I think they know where I am, but that's not
Just in case, just in case. Oh, Mugwump,
just in
yeah,
case.
have a great day. Thank you for hanging out in the stream. Yeah. Good luck on your animation, Mugwump. Yeah, see you, Joseph.
Is he actually like a lifelong friend, or was that a lie too?
We just met this summer. I mean, no, not this summer. Wait, last year. This last summer.
Last
Yeah.
year? Okay. Well, yeah, I mean yes, but
You know how we met? I was on Instagram and Mugwump um said like, "Hello, I'm a furry," and then things took off from there. And then we started chatting, and he showed me Outer Wilds, and that's how I got into Outer Wilds.
that's why.
Yeah, I'm a furry.
Then you bugged me like you asked me like 5 times, like Luca, have you played Outer Wilds? And I was like,
Because
no,
it's
I just know
good. You
I
haven't
just
played
know
it.
the
I want to
noise.
show the good stuff to you. I wouldn't recommend it if
I
it wasn't
know.
good.
I know. I mean,
You
the
don't
one thing I
know. You
can't
don't know
believe
how
like
good it is.
the one thing that you've recommended, and it was not even a recommendation because I knew it, but like he told me, and then I was like, okay, was getting over it
I mean, getting over is
just
pretty
so I could
short.
flex. Yeah, I mean it depends. You did 10 hours.
I know, Luca. I know. I did 10 hours. Okay, I was trying to keep in your mind your perspective. It was pretty short for you, like
Yeah,
just 4 hours.
it was pretty short for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you get the golden pot?
No, because like the mouse that I was using was my brother's, and he asked to get it to have it back, so I gave gave it back to him.
Wait. So, is it actually a real thing? The golden pot?
Yeah, it is. It is.
What? How'd you get it then?
Have you never seen? You have to finish the game 50 times.
50 times?
Yeah.
What the heck? Are you actually gonna do it? Are you gonna prove it to the world, Luca?
Uh, uh, I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe because I found like I know every streamer, like everyone who played like on video or streamed it, like overplayed the reaction, like screaming and raging and everything. I find the game pretty relaxing actually because it's like there's not much happening, and like anything that happens that goes wrong is because of you. So there's no one to blame except yourself.
Yeah.
Um so I just like it was a nice like chill thing because like even if I failed, I was like, well, okay, that's my bad. Let me try that again. Um but I was thinking like maybe if I get the mouse like more consistently, like when my brother goes back, uh and I can have the mouse back, maybe like if I have like an hour to get, now that I know that I can finish the thing in like roughly an hour, I might like just relax by playing this game, which sounds weird, but
I'm sure, yeah. It was relaxing when I did it too,
Yeah.
until I reached the tower.
I don't know what you did there. Like it was not complicated at all. It was
It
supposed to be like
was!
the oh, you made it. Now just climb the tower and you're
Yeah, I
done.
thought it
And you're
would be
like,
that
okay, I made
simple.
it. And then you spent 2 hours trying to
I don't know why, okay? Like, the gods weren't worth me at that point. I wasn't... I did my very best, and I don't know.
That wasn't enough. Apparently.
I know, okay. Should we find a harder game for you, Luca? One game that would actually test
Sure.
your patience.
Splatoon, actually.
You're already used to that. You play that billions of times.
I know, but like that's why like I play competitive. Cause I can't do anything normally. Like if I play something, it has to get super competitive, or else I'm not having fun.
Wow.
For
I
some
didn't know
reason,
you were
it
that
only works with me.
competitive.
I don't know. Like I'm such a perfectionist that like if I'm gonna pick up something, I need to do it right. Like I can't like I mean I don't know how to explain it, but like Splatoon is fun, and playing it for fun is also good.
Mhm.
But then like I mean yeah, I think it's nice to just play against other people that also think that it's nice to play against other people that are good. I don't know.
You would consider yourself a professional at this game. I
I'm not a
presume.
professional at anything really. Um, I did some tournaments. We had a we
Go
had
on.
a team at some point, and then everyone in this team like ended up doing some shady stuff, and the team disbanded. But that's beside the point. We had a team where like I know you don't know much about Splatoon, but like you saw me playing. I had like a brush, which is like a melee weapon. It's like a very short range. You just kind of like try to get close to people
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you kill them that way. But like most weapons in this game, they're like guns-ish, like with an asterisk, but like you shoot and it's got like medium to long range, and then there's snipers and everything. We had a team, we were like 4 brushes. We just entered official Nintendo tournaments with 4 brushes. Which is not a good team compositions. You don't want to do that, but we just like we were just memeing
Oh,
by entering like official tournaments with 4 brushes, and we still won games. That's the most funny part. Is that like
nice.
people saw 4 brushes and they didn't know what to do because like we were all like good, at least decent at the game, like individually. So it wasn't just like full meme. We actually knew what we were doing. But even if you know what you're doing normally with 4 of the same weapon of anything, if you don't have variety, uh, you're not gonna get anywhere. Like in any like strategy game. But we still like people saw 4 brushes, and I guess they were like, oh god, like 4 brushes, what are they doing? And then they didn't know. Like they yeah, that allowed us to win some games at least. We never won the whole tournament.
Yeah. Oh, you surprised them with your 4 brush tactic.
Yeah.
That's also a technique. Glamdoodle says, I'm trying to get good at Splatoon 3, but it's tough. It's an uphill battle. Yeah, I don't know how hard that game is,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
I'll say it's tough because Luca's still playing it. If it's not tough, I don't think Luca would still play it. It's
I
tough
mean,
enough that it's
like with
challenging.
any game, like you're playing against other people, then like there's virtually no end to like the difficulty curve, because like you're always gonna be fighting people that are also getting better. Then it's like high level anything. It's like Overwatch, or that was not a good example, but like anything that has like competitive online. What are you playing as a weapon? Like that's what I want to know. Like saying it's an uphill battle because some things are definitely easier than others. Like I know it's hard, but you can definitely make your job easier. No, first of all, don't play brush. That's my first advice.
But you play it all the time,
Yes.
right?
That's why. Trying to remember. My brain used to be Blob Blobber. I mean, Blob is fine. Like you're. I don't know if like there's any of this weapon in like very very high levels, but it's not bad. The blasters with crayons in it. Well, this one is kind of the same. I don't think you see it like at very high levels, but you can play it to get better, and it's like it's gonna work. Um, the I forget the name too. The Clash Blaster. I think like if you're playing Blob Blobber, I just hijacked the stream and turned it into like a Splatoon meta analysis. No, if you're like if you want to like learn something else and you're already playing the Blob Blobber, you can try the Explosher. That's like kind of the same way to play it, but it's doing like better right now in the meta. Look. But like basically what's happening in Splatoon right now is that all the long ranges have such an advantage because of like how the maps are designed. They're like all so long and so very open. There's nowhere to go on the sides, and it's like there's no cover. So any like the snipers are doing so well right now, and
Oh,
I'm so
sniping.
sad about it. Yeah, because they have like very safe spots in pretty much every single map, and they don't have to get in fights at all. So they can just stay in that one spot the whole game,
Spawn
and they
camping.
have a nice view on the whole map because they're all
Oh,
so open. There's nowhere to hide. So if you
snipers.
have a weapon like a brush where you have to like move around and get really close to people, well, you're just gonna die a lot. um it's not a fun time.
Nope, not.
You're not a very aggressive player. Yeah, then well, I mean, yeah, Explosher could be a good one. Come tomorrow if you want to see some high level brush gameplay. I don't know. I'm not
Oh,
even sure I'm gonna be able to stream because like I need the computer screen. I need to borrow stuff from my brother again because I have nothing. I like my setup is basically like my computer and that's it. Splatfest is this weekend. That's why I wanted to stream. Uh Team Sweet as well. You have good taste. I love it. They released like they posted drawing with like the three characters in their teams every time. And like
wait.
Big Man on Team Sour, he on the drawing, he's just like eating a whole lemon. Like he's pushing a whole lemon into his mouth, like skin and all. It's so funny.
Ooh. Hey, who's Team Spicy then?
Uh have you seen the three characters? I
Actually,
don't
no,
even
I don't
know.
even know. I don't
No?
follow anything for
Okay.
Splatoon. I'm totally uneducated.
Let me send you the drawing. If I can find it. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna put it in chat so that everyone. He has a tank top. Yeah, you like guys with tank tops.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, I see it now. The sour, the sweet, and the spicy. Okay, I see it. Oh, that food looks good. I can go for a bowl
Yeah,
of spicy noodles.
Yeah, you told me you would have been spicy.
Sweaty too. Yeah.
He's pushing a full lemon into his face. I love I love Big Man.
Big man.
This is the first that yeah. This is the first time I'm not on his team. Just
Oh.
like out of like pure luck, because like I know some people just pick based on the character that they prefer, but like he just was on the team, like he just had the team that I preferred the first three times. Not really, because the first one was rock paper scissors, and I guess you don't prefer anything in rock paper scissors.
Hmm.
But I was just like, oh, there's a third character, it's new, so I just like picked him out of just novelty. But then he had the teams that I preferred.
Man, like. Yeah, I don't follow. I don't know much of this like
That's
this
okay. That's okay.
universe.
It's just like yeah. It's just the only thing you have to remember is that like once a month the whole like Splatoon fandom just like goes into like civil war every time there's a Splatfest, because like all the teams are just dissing each other on Twitter. People go a little bit overboard in my opinion, but like it's just
Oh.
a game. But I think it's fun to see like people actually like insulting each other because they didn't pick the same team in Splatoon.
Oh.
But like
Fight.
yeah.
Fighting. Fight each other. Like the football chants and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Yeah, people supporting their team and stuff, and then they. Yeah. What am I doing? Oh, I don't know if you said anything, but on Discord you were lagging, so I don't know.
Oh, I didn't say anything. No. Oh,
Okay.
Glam Doodle says your animation's looking smooth. By the way. Okay, thank you. I'm trying to bring it back to Pat. The island Splatfest got so heated.
The islands. Yes, yes. That's what I was referring to. Like, there. It's so funny because it's those like is those questions that you ask, like you usually ask kids, and then people got so serious about it. Like there was a thing, Pat, where like the theme of the event was like, what would you bring to a deserted island? Like either gear or food or games. And like people got into like whole like philosophy essays, like explaining why the gear was the correct choice and everything. And it was very funny to see
Oh,
people get so serious about it.
so serious.
A lot
It's
of
just a
people just like
game.
pick the blue girl because they're simping.
Simp. Mm.
I don't know. I've been talking and drawing at the same time, and like I just zoomed out, and I was like, "What did I just do for 15 minutes? It doesn't
Yeah,
look
I know.
good."
Yeah, it's when I talk and draw at the same time. Yeah, it's like 15 minutes becomes. Yeah, it's just I don't know how people do it. Oh. I just realized. Okay, I'm gonna try to separate Luca because your voice sound is on the same level as my soundtrack, so I'm gonna have to
Oh,
change that somehow. Wait. on the audio settings.
I'm on the same level as the background music. That's unacceptable.
Unless you want to become part of the background ambience.
Yeah, you're gonna fix the issue. You're just gonna mute me.
Just mute him. Mute the fox. Mute the... Wait. Sound.
Should you be hearing
settings.
music? That's a good question. Let me...
Still
I just heard my voice. I turned it on the stream and I heard myself talking. I was like, "Oh, who's that?"
Hmm.
I'm still not used to my voice, like hearing recordings of my voice.
Glam Noodle, Glam Doodle, sorry. I didn't turn on any music right now because yeah, Luca's speaking, and yeah, I want to focus on the fox rather than the music. It's yeah, but thinking of putting on some ambience in here. But
Hmm.
can you try speaking again?
I can do that.
Okay, because it's been a
That's all
while
you're
since
gonna...
I edited my.
One sentence, that's all you're getting.
Oh, Jaws says, Luca, I like your voice.
Thank you. Well, that's at least one person.
I'm sure people love your voice, Luca.
No. It's just I'm not like anyone. I think I'm just not used to hearing, especially with a delay. You know, like you say something and then you heard something that you said. It's like, oh.
Oh, are you listening? Are you listening through my stream or just listening through Discord?
No, I muted the stream
Okay.
because
Yeah,
otherwise,
okay.
I not only would I hear I would hear myself, but I would also like hear you like twice.
Hmm. I wonder if you could play music in the Discord channel, but I don't know.
Like, would that work on this? I guess it would work. Yeah, if you're catching my voice.
No, I don't even remember how to play the music.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, I think I remember now. Oh, come on, the circus music again.
You played it first. No. I wanted to see. It was a test to see if people were hearing. Look, is your boyfriend Filipino? How do people know so much about me? Are you with the FBI? I don't remember.
Hopefully the music is. Wait, I'm scared the music's gonna be too loud. Drowning the fox
You
out.
can just like change the volume of the
Yeah, I change it.
bot in the voice chat.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, guys, in the chat,
You
if
mentioned
you
last
think it's.
I didn't.
Oh,
You're
yeah, yeah,
misquoting me. I said I knew something that was hot in the Philippines. That's not the same thing.
yeah. Wait, it's not. What did you mention? What was that about then?
I'm just trying to like. Oh my god! No, I was
that
just joking. Yes, he is. Oh, I can make myself a little bit louder, but also like wait, I think just like
Hey,
bring the microphone closer.
Can you make Luca a bit louder? Okay, I'm gonna lower the music. Yeah. Let's lower the music.
That works too. No, I just brought the microphone like right next to me. It's actually more convenient too. Because my desk is really small and I have the computer and the tablet already. So the microphone was kind of like at the back. I know it's not ideal.
Okay. Oh yeah. Thank you, Glam Doodle, for letting me know. It's super helpful. Oh yeah, Luca, you know, Jaws is also from the Philippines.
I mean, now I do, but I
So many-
don't think I did before.
So many Filipino furries. Actually, I don't know if Jaws considers yourself as a furry, so I can't speak for Jaws yet. Oh yeah, Snouty, welcome back. Yeah, we have
Hello.
Luca in the stream. Just testing music on the Playbot too.
I consider screaming into the microphone just to like make sure everybody was awake, but no.
Oh.
No. I'll save that for next time.
Do ASMR.
If I
Luca-
whisper, are people gonna hear it over the music? I'm not sure.
Yeah. I guess music's too loud.
Yeah. I have the bot like practically muted. I can barely hear it. Because I can draw while talking, but I can't listen to music and also talk at the same time. Like I'm gonna trip on my words and everything, so I muted it.
Glam Doodle says,
Almost.
whisper close to the mic. Make the tingles. Do it, Luca.
You want to make tingles? I can do. Wait, what can I do?
Oh, yes. Wow, that sounds like nice scratches. Oh my gosh, the circus music. Can we skip it, please?
You figure out how to do it.
Skip it. Bam.
No.
Yeah, see, I remember how to do it. Wait, can you guys hear this? Can you hear it? Scratching? I don't know. I don't know if you guys can
Oh, I
hear
could
it.
barely hear it. Wait, what if I do? What if I do?
Oh, yeah, we can hear that scratching. Scratchy. Wait. Oh. Yes.
There you go. Back to the normal volume of sound. Oh wait.
Can you hear it? I was trying to sniff the mic. Luca? Oh no, is Luca dead? Luca's gone to the afterlife. Say goodbye to our favorite fox. Do you guys listen to ASMR? I did, some months ago. It helped me get to sleep until I listened to it so much that I think I got used to it, and then it didn't become a novelty anymore, and then it stopped working for me. So I stopped listening to ASMR.
Bold of you to assume that I'm dead. It's
Yeah.
not gonna happen ever.
Oh my gosh,
I'm never
ever.
gonna die.
Wait, who texted me? Oh, Splatoon. Hallelujah.
Just to get in the mood for tomorrow. Or I guess like just later tonight. It's at like what 1 a.m. for me, I think, so it's not gonna happen. Like I'm gonna go to sleep before that. I still looked at like the maps when it was gonna start, and it was super garbage. So I decided to no, I'll play tomorrow. I'm not gonna wait until 1 a.m.
Okay. Tomorrow's your big day. I'll catch you streaming tomorrow. I'll bug you.
Yeah, I said that, but I'm not even sure because I need to borrow stuff. I need to borrow like everything that I need for streaming, except the capture card. I have that, but I need the screen, basically, or else and the headphones. Otherwise, I can't really do anything. So that's gonna depend.
Okay.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I wish PT can join, but it's
Oh,
too
so there
late.
could be like 3 characters on the screen, so we don't
Yeah.
see the animation anymore.
Or else I have to shrink you guys both down to a morsel size.
That's a king too, right?
What'd you say? Repeat that for the audience. My stream is safe for work. Strictly safe for work.
Unlike anything else that you do. It's good to know that the stream has escaped.
Yes. Yeah, PT Yindi.
I'm not. I'm
Wait.
not. He was the one who said I'm gonna. Whatever.
Yeah, Luca's being naughty. He's bringing kinks and stuff
Whatever.
into my stream when I didn't ask for him.
You're the one who said. Okay.
I didn't say anything. No. Mugwump. Mugwump, who do you trust better, okay? Do you trust Luca or do you trust me? You know me better than Luca, right? Mugwump.
Yeah, that might be the problem, actually. He knows you.
Wait.
I know how your brain works is a nice way to phrase it.
Oh my gosh. It's because I know you. I know you that I know you said something. No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. This is a lie. You're just trying to frame me for something I didn't do. You are going. I need to make a jail.
He literally said. He literally said, "I wish PD would join so that I can shrink you both."
No, I was shrink just do so it doesn't take too much of the screen space.
Exactly.
You need to be shrunken. Oh, I can shrink you right now. Look. I can easily shrink you. There. You like that shrinkage?
We're not shaming. I just theorized that this might be something that people are into.
You can absorb all my my cough. Be my mask for the night.
You're making it worse.
Yeah, you belong right here.
You're saying there's a whole there's a whole.
You need parental supervision because of your.
That's awesome.
Because of your ways.
Oh my god.
Non-kink shame here though. Yeah.
I literally I could not be more unfazed. Like I was on DeviantArt originally, so I have seen stuff.
Oh my gosh, don't mention it here. Don't you dare, Luca. You know we have.
I'm not on DeviantArt anymore. They scared me away.
Oh my gosh. Or were you too good for them? You had other stuff in mind?
No, I just saw stuff that I'm never ever gonna be able to forget.
Luca, I trust you, says Mugwump. I'm an impressionable young viewer. I'm 13. You deserve to get banned, Mugwump. Just kidding. No, don't ban.
Okay, let's unzoom and it looks really, really freaking strange. What is wrong with this?
Pat, make me mod so I can have too much power and let it go in my head. No.
Wow.
It's too much responsibility on a soul. I mean, I'm still not even sure how much I want to invest in the streaming stuff. I mean, if eventually if I want to invest in the streaming, I'll probably make people mods and stuff.
I don't think making someone mod is that big of an investment, honestly.
But yeah. Are you trying to squirm your way into moderation, Luca? so you can defile my streams
No,
with whatever.
not if I can help it. I don't like moderating because I have no patience. I'm just gonna ban everyone. The first thing they say, I have no chill.
Yeah,
It's
Mugwump,
not
you
a
gotta
good
fight
idea,
Luca for
is
that.
what I'm saying.
Fight.
What is wrong with this?
Who can I trust more?
There's just I don't know what's wrong with this. Like it feels like a staring contest between me and the drawing, but I'm just
Oh my gosh, I
what
can
am
hear
I
Mugwump saying,
drawing?
Luca, what are you drawing?
What am I drawing?
Yeah, what are you drawing, Luca? Show us what you're drawing.
What about you stream me sharing my screen on Discord instead of Toon Boom?
How does that work? Wait.
You just
Uh,
instead of sharing Toon like instead of sharing the window of Toon Boom, you share Discord with my screen share in full screen.
wait. Are you sharing something right now?
No, but I can. Let me see.
Oh, editing stuff in midstream is like
I
I get
know.
lost. I get lost completely. Wait, let me see if this works.
I think it happens every time. Like I was, it's a thing that I knew.
Wait,
Like it was a thing when I started drawing, and I was like, oh, it goes away once you get experience. And actually, it does. It never does. It's like the thing of you do the sketch, oh, and you're okay with it, and then you line it, you clean it up, and it looks super off, and it doesn't get better when you know what you're doing. Not that I do, but like there's always this thing about the sketch has like an energy or like a roughness, and then when you clean it, it as like one line, it just looks very
hey, but it
strange.
looks good. Wait, I want to see. I want to see if I can share this with the class. Oh,
I'm almost done with the lines. Oh, there I am. I can see your servers on Discord.
wait. Nah, I'd rather not.
Doing lines too, you poor soul. I hate line art with a passion.
Oh, wait.
This is why. Oh, why am I lagging all of a sudden? Is it because you're sharing me?
Is it?
There's so much lag all of a sudden. Let me
Yeah,
see.
I'm sharing yours.
Is it because you're sharing? Oh my god. Yeah, well, okay, you're just. That's just gonna be sharing because I'm not gonna be able to draw like that. There's so much delay. I didn't know you could like. You have a Twitter, Instagram? Yes, I do. I think I follow you, don't I?
Yes. Luca has a Tweety. Uh,
Oh my god, is it my computer just like giving up or ooh, that's a lot of lag.
this is Luca Animation's Twitter.
Thank
Also,
you. So like, okay,
yeah.
just before you remove the thing, because like I don't know, I didn't know that you like grabbing my screen, or is it the screen share on Discord that's doing this? I don't know. But okay, the one thing I wanted to share was that like I have the line art, and I was doing this part at the back. It's like part I wanted it to feel like really flat. It was like part Night in the Woods, part of
Yeah.
like what's his face? I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry because I love his art so much too. Um yeah, it's probably me sharing to Discord. I agree. I didn't think that like anyway, it's like part Night in the Woods part, like Coca Dope's illustrations.
Mhm.
Like Ethan, I forget his last name, but like Ethan. and like the sketch looked rough, but it looked okay. And then like cleaning it up, it just like feels strange. But like
What?
there's just so much
No, I think this looks
happening
great.
back there, like with the lines and everything, that when you clean it, it's gonna look weird, at least for a while. I think I just need to like
I think I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it looks even. I think it looks better than the sketch. I think. For
oh,
me,
thank you. Oh, I think it's because I've been staring at the sketch for a while, and this is still new, so I
yeah.
need to like
I
I
think
need
I don't
to
see
get
anything wrong.
used
It
to
looks
it.
great. It has that night in the
Well,
woods
thank
graphic
you.
element.
Yeah,
Just keep
and
going
then
with it.
the characters at the front. This is my like my one change for 2020. I almost said 2022. I'm not there mentally yet. The one thing I changed with my characters is I made the like the hair fluff. I made it
Yeah, I
more
noticed.
curly because I
It's like
wanted,
curlier.
yeah, because I wanted to look more like me, kind of. Because I made the character like basic on purpose. I wanted it to be very like not too detailed because I was like, if I need to animate it, I'd rather have like a simple design. Um, but then it was just like a random fox, even though I liked it. But I was like, maybe I can add like tiny things, like the curly hair is like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Mugwump, there's a loud motorcycle outside my window. It's not a warplane. I know. It
Oh,
sounds like a warplane.
oh the okay, the stream heard that, but I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, thank you. I'm doing my best.
Yeah. And you have your chest fluff. Your chest floof is sticking out of your
Yeah.
jacket, like protruding in its full glory.
Protrude. Okay,
Where's the
and
front
then like,
view?
and then you're gonna. I like it. I think it makes a good silhouette.
I do too. So curly.
It's curly too. Yes. I don't. Oh yeah. I don't. We're not gonna get into like personal territory. I was gonna. I was gonna say like I don't have chest hair like in real life, but I just like the look of it on a like an animal person.
Yeah. As a when you're a fox, you just gotta show off the fluffy parts and fluff up.
I'm not gonna comment on this because then you're gonna say, oh Luca, we're on a family friendly stream. Uh,
Hey, what are you
what is
thinking? This is family friendly. We're showing off good fluff.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's about it. I'm about to be finished with the line. I just had this thing right here, and then like I'm gonna do where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah. I'm gonna do like some sort of what do you how do you call that in English? A gradient. A gradient in the sky, like a wavy colors, like kind of like Night in the Woods too.
Yeah.
Um And the thing is, since this is for me, I mean, this is for me, but this is also kind of for my boyfriend. I'm gonna color it twice. I'm gonna make one like autumn version for me and a spring version for him. So I'm gonna do the coloring twice. Maybe if I'm if I don't get tired of it, I'm gonna start with like the one for me,
Yes.
and then if I still have energy left, I'll do it all over again.
Yay. It'll look great as a banner.
Yeah, anyway, there we go.
Are you gonna animate it?
I I would rather not.
Put a little After Effects on the bushes and animate the
Oh my god,
leaves a little bit.
no, 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 no.
Just an
banner. I
idea.
barely
Just
know
an
it. Yeah,
idea.
that's exact. Like that's why I've had like a drawing that a friend made for me as a banner for like 2 years, I think now. And I love the drawing. It's really great, but I was getting tired of having something that wasn't made by me on the banner, and it took 2 years, but I was finally like, okay, let's just make something.
Hmm. Yeah,
You're
Luca
gonna
is
make
an
the same
animator.
joke every stream. I am
Luca,
an
can you
animator.
animate
I
me?
guess.
Says Mugwump.
Give me like all the rest, like the 30 seconds that are left in your movie, just like give them to me. I'll make
Oh
them.
my
You'll
gosh.
have them on your desk tomorrow morning. I'll clean and color too.
Oh wow. I'll give you $5,000 for you to finish it by tomorrow morning. All cleaned up.
Wait, are you paying PD?
Oh yeah, I paid PD. Yeah, I paid him.
What? This is paid? I didn't know. I was gonna do it for free. Well, good that you just said that. Now I know. I was gonna be like, oh, sure, I can help. It's always nice to help a friend and stuff. If there's money in it, then I'm gonna do it. Yes, of course.
Oh my gosh, now you're like start shining like, oh, what is money involved? I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
No, okay, but I mean, it's a nice bonus. I was gonna do it for free, but if if you pay us, I mean, that's nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now I'm really gonna do the 30 seconds that are left.
Oh my.
Uh,
But yeah, I mean,
I think I know what's wrong. There's something with the line weight. Anyway, I need to like stop sharing because it's so slow now. I don't know why.
okay, I'm gonna stop sharing your screen now on Discord.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, on the.
Oh wait, let me just write something. Follow me. Wait, no, I can't. Oh my god. Oh my god, the lag.
Okay, hey guys, do whatever Luca says on screen.
I don't have
Yeah.
the space. I'm gonna write it really small.
My stream has just been taken over by a fox here. You guys just
Okay, I'm
go. Do whatever this fox tells you to.
Underscore, and then I move this over there, and then I move this over here, and then I move this here.
Yeah, so that's that. There's the oh, I'll close this window in 3, 2, 1.
Man, all right, I'm gonna stop sharing because my computer is dying.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no, Mugwump, you're asking to animate on Koro too? Just wait a moment, Mugwump. Wait a moment, everyone else is. I hope. Yeah, I mean, I'm also just trying to give this, make this to a chance to like, oh, just interact more with people, like, to get to work on a film, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
This is so funny. I didn't know it was Spade. I was like,
I mean, but if I mean, yeah, I don't know.
if you want to do it for free, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, you can, but I encourage payment. Yeah.
That's good. That's a good way to do it. But still, I thought it was just okay. Well,
Oh my gosh, Mugwump, you're gonna get a paid job. I mean, it's not even like minimum wage or anything like in the US. Like, it's like a little like little
a little like pocket
bonus.
money.
Yeah, a
And
little
like
like
it's
thank
it's
you for
like
helping
double
out, Cash.
win for me.
Yeah, it's definitely not
Because like
a
anything
job.
that anything that I get to do for something that's then like released and that's out there is something that I can put in my resume for later. So like I'm all good with it.
Yeah.
Because yeah, because I know despite being so skilled, I haven't had like the prestigious jobs that Pat has gotten.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
no.
Ah, ah.
No,
I'm
it's
just
not why you're labeling it's prestigious and stuff. It's just a job. You can
this is just turned into like follow me on Twitter and also give me a job,
oh my
please.
gosh.
Are you a California animation baby? I am neither in California nor a baby.
I
Like
mean
I
Luca's pretty
no.
baby here. But
Dox yourself. I did 1 year of classes in Paris and then I dropped out. Because it sucked. It really wasn't good.
it wasn't good. I
It was
thought
it wasn't that good anyway. Like I'd go blind. Oh, I wish I did the entry test for Gobelin that year where I was in Paris, because like it was not even a school, it was like classes that prepared you to apply to the schools. um and so I did the Gobelin thing when they still had it. I think the year after I did it, they just changed how they did it completely, and now like it's all digital because there was COVID, of course. That's part of the reason I stopped, because well, I kind of just had to like go home because they wouldn't leave me alone in Paris with COVID. But I think like the year after Gobelin did it all digitally, you had to do like a Tumblr or something. But I am a proud part of the last like written exam that they had, and I think that's the most alone I've ever felt in my entire life.
oh
Like I flipped the paper. Like we got there. I got there at 8 a.m. and we started, and I flipped the paper and I read it, and I was like, well, that's it for me. I I knew I wasn't gonna, like, I can try to explain like what it was, but like, uh so like it was from 8 a.m. to I think like 4 p.m. You actually had to be present there. Yeah, that was the first part. There were like I think 600 or 700 of us in that room.
oh gosh.
And it was the written thing. And also like the tables were like numbered alphabetically by our last names. And I was table 1 out of the 700. I was like number 1. I wasn't number 1 in the results, but that's at least like you take whatever you can, I guess. Um But also, like, the fact that I was number 1 actually played against me because I was in at the very front of the room, like, at the far right, and I was just in front of, like, a fire exit or something, and they had it open, and so I had the constant, like, wind blowing on my table, and like, my papers just fell more times than I can count during the exam time. Like, I kept, like, picking up my sheets of paper off the ground, and I think I lost a fair bit of time because of it, but that's okay. I don't think it made any difference in the end, but because I would have failed anyway. But no, okay. So like you get there at 8 in the morning, and there were 2 different tests. Like there was one in the morning and one in the afternoon. The one in the morning was then further split into 2. Like there was 2 things that you needed to do in that time frame. I think it was like either 3 hours. It was 2 hours and a half, I think, and then the afternoon thing was 3 hours. and we had like a half-hour break in the middle to have lunch. But in the morning, they give you a layout, like just a background. And according to like the other subjects that we did to train before, either they ask you to like they show you like a room, for example, and they ask you to like draw the other side of the room, like behind the camera, basically. What we had was different. It was like a top-down view, like from the ceiling of some sort of like a restaurant or like a bar or something. There was
Mhm.
like shelves with bottle and stuff. It was a restaurant. It was a whole like restaurant room, top-down view from the ceiling. And the thing was like, oh, draw another view of this room from the perspective of a client like sitting at a table. So we had to like draw the same like space, but from another perspective, at eye level. You are so brave. I was just there. I didn't do well particularly, but like I still like I still did the thing. Not well, but I did it. Um and then they give you a second layout, and that was like a garden. It was like an open thing. And they also give you a model sheet. It can be like any character, like any style. In one of the previous subjects that we trained on, it was either like Harley Quinn or like Catwoman or something from the cartoons, from the like the Batman cartoons from back then. But it can be any style because the one that I had at the exam was just like from some sort of like natural history book or something. It was an encyclopedia. It was very realistic. So like I had the skeleton and everything. We had the like the dog, like the long dogs, the like sausage dogs. I don't know the name of the breed exactly, but it was yeah, the long sausage dogs and the like the thing that we had to do was like uh
Dashun.
they yeah, this one.
Wiener dogs.
They like one sentence of an action and then you have to like not animate it but like do the breakdown of the action, do the keyframes basically. And what we had was like with the garden and with the dog, we were like, oh, a ball bounces in frame, the dog runs after it and jumps to catch it. How do those dogs jump? I have no idea. Their legs are like 5 centimeters. I have no idea. You just kind of had to improvise.
Oh gosh.
So like drawing the restaurant and doing the dog was like in one thing in like 3 hours, I think. So
That's so stressful.
that's extremely stressful. And you know, like you can see the 700 other people drawing like right next to you. So
No.
you know, I knew it wouldn't like I wasn't gonna get it. Like just looking around me, I knew like it was dead for me. But Uh, but basically, I did it pretty well. I didn't finish the restaurant thing because I started doing it and it was like 2 point perspective, layout, blah blah blah. It got really tiring, so I switched to the animation breakdown. I finished this one and then I went back to the restaurant and I didn't have time to finish it before the time limit.
Mhm.
And then we had like a half-hour break for lunch. And the afternoon was also 3 hours, and you got a text, like a text from a book, and you had to translate the text into a storyboard, basically. That was it. And the text that I had was, I don't know, maybe people know it because I know it's a thing. Like it was either like the Grimm brothers or like something. I'm not sure, or like Anderson. I don't remember who it was, but it was about two those like this like old shoemaker or something that gets really tired because he's old, and then there's like two little, I don't know, like fairies or like I'm not sure what they were supposed to be. It was all in French too, so like I'm trying to translate what we had to do on the fly. But like two little fairies, or how do you say like the elves? small elves, the Smurfs.
Mhm. Dwarfs, elves,
Wait.
yeah.
Uh, no. Google is telling me goblin, but that's not right.
Goblin.
Small people, tiny. Is it That's yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
What's it even called Goblin? I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's not even because of like goblins. I think it's the neighborhood in Paris
Oh, okay.
that has something about that. Gnomes, yeah, kind of like tiny people, but also kind of magical. So like I don't know, like elves, fairies, but without wings. And like they would come at night and like make the shoes for him. And so like he woke up the next morning and he had like the shoes already made and he didn't know them. Like, I don't know. I think they were like grateful because he did something, so that's why they made the shoes for him. But I don't remember why. And then he would just like put the materials out at night and he would come back in the morning and there would be there like the shoes would be made in the morning.
Oh.
And like
These are
since
line games,
I
brownies.
Italians. Like since I knew that I did badly on the morning thing, I was like, like I was just some people actually left. They left at the lunch break. They took their stuff and they didn't come back for the afternoon
Oh.
thing because they knew it was done for them. I still like I was like, well, I'm here now. I might as well go the whole way, even if I knew, but I still did it because I didn't wanna bail. Um, I was like, I know it's like it's not gonna go well for me, so like I might as well have fun. So instead of doing like I know everyone did like old people like little elves or something, and like I did the whole thing, but like Disney style with like animal people, because of course I would. Um, oh, it was Grim, so I did get it right the first time. That's good. But yeah, I did the whole thing with like animal people instead, so it would be like it was like an old wolf, I think I did, or like an old bear. I honestly can't remember. I kind of like just blacked out for the whole day. I don't remember what I did because I was so stressed. Um, and then like there would be like like the two little elves would be like two mice that would come, and it was like we had to do like not only did we need to do the storyboard, but I remember we had to like show them the research drawings for like both the characters, like the character design explorations and the setting. So I was like it was a lot of work. I remember I did like I think it was pretty cool. I did like they were living like in like it was houses in the trees, not like tree houses, but they were living like inside the trunks. Kind of like Fantastic Mr. Fox actually, even though I hadn't seen it back then. They were living like inside the trunk of the tree, so it was kind of like fantasy, kind of D&D, like people living in the tree and
Mhm.
everything. Um it was kind of like fantasy inspired, but I did it with animal people, Disney style. I don't know if they liked it. I didn't hear back from them, so because then like there would be like 500 to 700 people at first for the first test, or like the written exam, and then they would select I think maybe like 70 to 100 maybe people on those, like I think it was 70 that I heard. um And those 70 people, they don't get in. They go to the second step, which is they have to go back for an interview. And that's when you show your portfolio. Like if you don't even like get past the written exam, they don't even look at your work.
Wow.
They don't even look at your portfolio. You have to pass like the written exam, and then you get an interview. And then like on those 70 people, I think they select 30 of them. Uh
It's a little.
and that's like their class for that year. There's only one class in Gobelin each year. There's only like one new promotion. You say that in English? I don't know. Like the new year is only like one class. I think now there's like one class for the French classes and one class for the international where the classes are in English. So like if you fail the French thing, you can also like you can apply to both, I think. Or
Mhm.
like when you apply, you can like select your preferred thing, but you can also select that like if like you don't pass for the French classes, for example, but they have like a vacant spot for the international, they can give you that option.
Mhm.
So yeah. It was not a good day for me, let me tell you.
Oh, that sounds like scarring experience. Like,
Yeah.
but
I wouldn't do that again. Like I think I tried applying like the next year, but that was the year where they changed everything. And so I think that like there was a weird thing where the people that did the written exam the year before couldn't apply the year afterwards. It was a whole mess, and I
what?
couldn't apply the.
It's so
Yeah,
annoying.
it wasn't like I don't think they meant for it, but it was just kind of like a problem that they had, and it was like, oh yeah, we don't accept application from people who were in the written test the previous year, and I was like,
That's
okay.
stupid.
So like I kind of like just gave up.
Mm.
And I've been working on my own for 2 years, which is not ideal either because I don't know, like having the whole structure, like making the structure on your on your own and keeping to it is really hard.
Oh yeah, yeah. Doing anything on your own, yeah, it's super hard. It beats like self motivation and yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, like props to you for just doing that exam
Yeah.
and yeah, like it's way too much pressure to do any
I
of that
don't
for
like
me.
honestly, I don't know how it works like nowadays because I heard that they have you make a Tumblr now that's like a portfolio slash demo reel that's like that you make especially like for Gobelin to apply. And I don't know how they get through all of them because like I'm assuming it would be like way easier to like not even cheat, but like make it easier for you with the Tumblr thing because like it's completely different from being in that room with like all the other applicants and like having a battle to the death basically
Yeah.
over like 6 hours of drawing like in person, and you don't have 1 minute more than what the clock allows. So like they're probably way more I forgot my word in English again. Less lenient and more like demanding on the quality of the drawing now with the Tumblr because like they don't have the live experience like what the
Yeah.
students did. Like I'm assuming it would be like you can't like reference stuff with the Tumblr. Like you can have all the time that you want to do your pieces and then like submit them. I think I've heard you can even like you can make the Tumblr and then you can keep like uploading it for the whole like application period. Like until it's done, you can still add stuff to it.
Mm,
So like that's significantly more chill
yeah.
than what I had to do. But yeah, you can like have all the time that you need reference thing. We didn't have access to our phones during the written exam. I have a funny story about this.
Oh yeah.
Because they said we don't allow the phones. They have to be like either don't have them or just like turn them off before the
Mhm.
exam and don't have them anywhere near you. And also for like security reasons, we couldn't have like backpacks. So they were like bring like a tote bag. You don't need much anyway, like except for like paper. I mean they gave they gave the paper, but like your drawing supplies, basically that's all. Like anything that you want to draw with.
Mhm.
And also a watch, because like I was like, what if there's no like clock in the room? Uh, what if there's no clock in the room? Like, how do you keep track? You kind of need a watch, and I didn't have a watch, and I was alone in Paris. I didn't have any family or anything, so like I had no one to borrow it from.
Oh.
But I had like a wall clock in my apartment. It was like I bought this like really funny clock that's like a fox, and it has the pendulum that goes left to right, and that's the fox tail. Like the tail kind of
Oh
like
yeah.
goes left to right and stuff. And that was the only thing that I had that gave the time, but that wasn't my phone that I had
Mhm.
access to. So that I took a tote bag to the thing, and I took the whole like wall clock with me.
Oh.
Uh and like in just in case that there would be no way to tell like the time. There was a clock like at the front of the room that we were in.
Hmm.
But like better safe than sorry. I still took the wall clock with me. So I had this like big clock shaped, like fox shaped object in my tote bag on top of like all the drawing supplies and everything.
Nice.
That was a lot of talking. I'm doing this because I know you have a sore throat.
Oh, I mean, it's good. It's that you get to share your experience with the chat. Yeah, I've
It was
heard
an
like part of the
experience that
story,
sucked.
but yeah.
Honestly, like I didn't get in, and I don't know anyone that got in. Even anyone that went to the second step with the interviews, because like no one from my class got it, like got past the written exam. So like I
Dang.
sucked, but we all sucked, so that's good. Um, and like yeah, no, none of us made it, and there were like people that were significantly more skilled than me. I don't mean to like self-deprecate, but some people were like very good already. They were taking the classes, but I don't know what they were doing here because they were already.
Professional.
Yeah, I mean pretty much not completely professional, because otherwise there would be no point in them being here. But they were very good. I mean, they were very good, but like mostly some like there were people that had more experience like on like the world of art and animation as a whole. Like people knew the pipeline. I when I got there, when I went to the like when I started those classes, I had no idea about anything. I had never like I didn't know what a turnaround was. I didn't know what like yeah, I had never done like live drawing or anything. Some people were like very because some students had like a parent that was like in the industry already, or like they knew someone who like worked on something, and that's why they started drawing. I just started drawing because I was bored in high school, and I just got there and I didn't know anything. Um,
That's
so
good.
like, yeah,
You got
there
to
was a
get to
lot
that stage.
more, yeah, information to take in compared to other people. Um, so like what it did was it taught me like what it took to like to get better at like drawing and animation and everything, but it didn't teach me those things. It taught me what I needed, but it didn't teach me those things that I needed, basically. I
Like
have
you,
so many.
like you need to learn this stuff, but
Yeah, you need to like do life drawing, or you need to do like sketch people like outside, or like know illustration, know like how to storyboard and everything. But we learned very little in terms of like actually doing those things.
mhm.
We all still learning. That's true.
Yo, Joss, welcome back home.
Hi again. Um, the only people who get in are goblin. That well, that's the thing too. The one teacher that was very good in those classes that I took was the character design teacher. She was from Gobelin and she like hated it. She spent the whole school year like dissing Gobelin and telling us not to go there because you weren't going to learn anything. Uh, because it's a very prestigious school, and the reason why it's so prestigious is because they only accept like almost no one that goes there is like fresh out of high school. All the students that they accept are people who are either already professionals or people that have studied for like 2 or 3 years already in another school, and then they applied to Gobelin to move there just to have Gobelin on their resume as the school that they did. But almost no one, like with no prior experience or like at least school experience would get in. And that's why she was so mad about it, because she was like, don't like, the school is super prestigious, but it's prestigious because of the students. Like they can afford to only accept students because like it's so famous
Mhm.
that so many people are applying that are already good,
Yeah.
that they can afford to accept only those people that are already good. So then the prestige of the school kind of like makes itself,
Yes.
because everyone that's there already knows everything that they need to know, and they just go there to just like hone their skills and to be able to write Gobelin on their resume at the end of the 3 years. It was 4 years before. Now they did it in like in 2 years plus three. I don't know. But anyway,
Mhm.
yeah, that's why she was like, don't beat yourself up if you don't get in,
Mhm.
because you have basically like she was like, I love you all and I think you're very skilled, but you have basically no chance of getting in against people who have already worked in the professional space that are also applying in the same pool of people as you. So it's
Yeah.
really unfair.
I think I
But
mean that's a good
yeah.
thing that she pointed it out because yeah, that is a unfortunately, yeah, like a lot of like um prestigious like schools and stuff, like yeah, they only like yeah, it's like they just yeah, just hire someone who's good and like they get
Yeah.
the reputation and stuff and like
They hire people that are already good, and then they're like, wow, look at our
look
students,
what
they're
we've
really
done.
good.
Our school is so good. But yeah, it's annoying. This business is a business practice. Or I mean, doing art school is a good way to get money.
Yeah.
Just grab. Oh, Mugwump, you don't wish you don't need to go to Sheridan. I mean, there's plenty of other people who like don't like, yeah, don't need to go to like all this like yeah art schools and stuff. And yeah, you're doing something cool right now. Oh my gosh, education was awful. I mean,
Yeah.
well, education stuff is. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I can't really speak on education much because I've only been to one school, so I have like I can't really have a say on that. Hmm. But like, yeah.
I just did a lot of talking.
A guest speaker, Luca, did a TED talk on
Yes, thank you for coming to my TED talk.
his
I don't know
backstory.
what the takeaway from that is, except that school sucked for me. But
It's cool to know the stories of this orange fox.
yeah,
So the audience knows why
did I
does he
get
have
that,
a
actually?
why does he have a
Oh,
vengeance?
professional. Wait, because someone said I was a professional. I don't remember. Wait. Oh no, because you told me to dox myself. Yeah, I get. Yeah. I remember. Yo, you're welcome. I just I like telling this story about like how school went, because then it like I guess it helps people realize that it's not
Yeah,
necessary.
people need to
Uh,
learn different. Yeah, I mean, I think it's helpful for people to have like different perspective because not everyone takes the same path. Like you don't have to take like the um yeah the same path. It's like and it's like if something doesn't work out, it's not like oh the end of the world and stuff. Like there's still like different paths
yeah.
ahead.
I remember like back then I kind of like with the people, I mean that was something I said as a joke, but like with the people in my class and you like even to my friends, like my parents and everything, I said, "Oh, if I get into Gobelin, I'm gonna dye my hair blue." And to this day, I still haven't dyed my hair. So like it actually like it made me avoid a terrible mistake.
I still like to see an orange hair, or if you got into
Blue
Go
hair.
Blonde, we might have seen an I mean a blue fox, blue haired.
I was only gonna do like I was only gonna do the like the front of my hair. I was gonna do like a gradient from like my black hair to blue at the tips, like kind of like in Splatoon where like the tips of their hair is like a different color. Or like May from Night in the Woods, basically, like the little bit of red that she has on the tips of the.
Hmm.
But that's the thing too. Since my hair is dark, I would have had to like I think bleach my hair first and then dye it, and that's a recipe for disaster then, because like you damage your hair, forever.
Hmm. I mean, is it actually damaged forever? Or I mean, it's probably just
I
damaged
don't.
it a little bit. I mean, and then it
Then
grows.
it grows
The new
back.
growth
I
should be
don't know,
okay, right?
because like yeah, but they like the thing that they use to like bleach your hair, they put it like on your scalp and then they let it sit for a while so that it can like the hair can bleach and it can actually like damage the scalp too,
Oh.
because it's kind of corrosive. Like anything that makes hair lose its color, like I don't know what's in there, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it could have some like yeah, just pour acid on your head. That's pretty much it.
Oh my gosh.
So like I yeah, I avoided a hair disaster. I'm glad with I'm okay with my hair now. It's good. I like it. Doesn't need to be blue.
So George, Jaws, if you bleach your hair white, because your Jaws has like long hair,
Oh, long
become a
hair?
borzoi,
Like
borzoi.
like like shoulder length? More than
Yeah,
shoulder
right.
length? Wow. It's very long.
Longy. I've never
Good, that's a
had
good
long hair.
style.
I mean, the longest I've had, oh, it looks so bad when it's long, like so bad, and it's like it
I
gets so
can't. I
ugly.
literally, yeah. I can't. I physically like can't have long hair either, because then I mean I can, but it just becomes like an afro.
Actually, I wish I had like curly hair so I can grow like an afro or something. Because when I have straight hair, I don't know. I wish my hair had like yeah a little bit of more texture or curl. Like it would make it
Oh,
more have form. But when it's just straight, it just pokes everywhere. There's no like nice.
well, for a long while, I was like, I wanted to have like straight hair. I was trying very hard to make my hair as straight as possible because I like it was too like I didn't like it. I wanted to have like the same haircut as Hero from Big Hero 6.
That looks nice,
I
but
mean, yeah, it does, but I couldn't do that with my hair because like if I let it grow, it just like curls up and then it poofs up. But I like it how it is now. I just like shave the sides and the back, and it's just like curly on the top. I went from like Hero from Big Hero 6 to like I guess like the guy from Heartstopper.
let's
I
stop
mean,
her.
it's a pretty.
I haven't watched that.
It,
I
yeah,
want to see.
you
I'm
didn't.
gonna look it up. Heart Stopper main character. Oh yeah yeah. I see the curly.
It's not as long as his, but like I'm
Mm,
letting it grow. And I'm actually like taking care of it now, which makes a big difference when you have curly hair. Because like before it would just be like a really dry and just poof up like an afro. And now like if you take care of it, like put oil in your hair and everything, it just does nice like nicer curls. It's not perfect
mhm.
still. Um but at least it's better. I like the curly hair.
The curls.
Oh my god.
What time is it over there? Oh, is it your dinner time? Did you eat dinner yet?
No. No, because I was giving it
Oh
that
shoot. You should go get dinner. Yeah, go.
Hmm. Maybe. Like I finished the line art and then didn't I didn't continue because I was talking for an hour. Yeah, I need to finish it. I'm gonna try to finish it tonight because then tomorrow is Splatfest and then I'm gonna play Splatoon. And then there's so much. There's so much I need to do at the same time, and I'm not the most productive. Like, I need to finish this. I wanted to make a new profile picture too for the new year to go with the. Do you have Instagram?
Yeah, do you have Instagram?
I have, but I never post on it. You can find my Instagram. I think it's like it's also like it's the same as Twitter. I think it's like Luke Animations, either with an underscore or like without. I don't remember which one it is on Instagram. But you'll see that like I posted the animation that I did for Halloween, and then like the post before that is like from more than a year ago, I think. Like even more than that probably, because I just always forget about Instagram and I don't like it as a platform. So I always forget to post there.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Instagram too. I usually stick to Twitter.
It's too, yeah, it's not like personal enough. Instagram, it feels very cold, in my opinion.
Yeah. Just post something, get
It's very like
reaction.
impersonal. Yeah, too, because like people, you post stuff and people like can like it. Like you have likes, but there's no way to see like what someone else has liked. So like those
Yeah. It's a lonely
even more
journey.
like the numbers are like even more artificial than like anywhere else, because there's no like community thing.
Yeah.
You don't see like something that someone else has liked. You see like things that the algorithm likes, which is
Yeah.
less preferable.
Very lonely. Hmm.
But yeah, there's so much I want to do. I want to do like a profile picture to go with the banner. And then I want to do the Polaroid commissions. I want to finish this like lip sync animation that's been sitting there for months, and then I need to do your animation shot too. I'm gonna move that up the priority list now that I know that there's money on the line. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
no, I was gonna try to like juggle everything at the same time anyway. But like, yeah, there's a lot like there's a lot at the same time. I'm gonna try my best to like do everything, which is why like I really want to like knock these out. My voice is giving up on me because I've been talking for a long time.
oh no.
I just need to, yeah, I need to finish the banner, then do the profile pic really quickly. Maybe, I don't know. No, maybe I like, okay, I'll finish the banner and then like this weekend there the Splatoon event, but like on Monday or something, you can like, I mean, you should like DM me the details about like the animation shot that you want me to do.
Yeah, I'll try to get to that. I keep forgetting. I mean, I'm not forgetting, but I'm just too lazy to start on it.
Tired. Yeah. There's a lot to do.
Oh my, it's almost 4
Which is
a.m. over
good.
here.
At least I won't run out of things to do. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I just looked at my Instagram and
What?
you know like the weird person that DM'd me a couple days ago?
Oh
He also
yeah.
followed me on Instagram at the same time. So like he is staring at me
Oh
like
no.
everywhere.
He's got their eyes on you.
I'm sorry. Maybe he's stalking me and he's listening to the stream right now.
Oh Oh.
In which case, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
But also,
Nothing
you
happened.
were pretty weird.
Let me know off stream how it goes.
No, he hasn't replied. He hasn't replied. Or I mean, he gave me a reply that was kind of like a half reply.
Okay. Nosy stalker. Yes, Jaws. We have some stalkers lurking.
He responded, but he didn't accept or refuse anything, which is why okay. Like I was like okay. He replied and didn't like with no information, and then he didn't message me again. So I was like, okay, that's good. I take that. I'm gonna take silence from this person. That's oh my god. I'm gonna skip dinner and go straight to sleep. No, I don't know. But it's good that I'm tired this early in the evening.
Yeah.
Did I save my drawing? Because this would be unfortunate. Yeah, okay.
Oh. Luca, do you? Oh, I wish you could play Phasmophobia
Ah,
so we can hunt some ghosts. I don't know if it's your type of game. It's too easy, probably.
I don't know. Like I don't like I told you, but I don't play a lot of games. Like I have my comfort games that I'm gonna play to like unwind.
Yeah.
That would be like Splatoon. That was like Minecraft back then, but I don't play Minecraft anymore. But other than that, like aside from that, I don't play that many games. I watch a lot of games. Like I watch speedruns and like playthroughs of games and everything, but I rarely play
Hmm.
like a big variety of games.
Yeah, I don't really play that much variety too. So yeah, I get that. Oh.
Oh my god. Yeah, I am getting tired. I think I'm just gonna go grab dinner
Yeah, go grab
and
dinner.
maybe consider sleeping.
Actually, I think I'll just end the stream with.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
okay. Well, finish that frame at least. I'll
No.
stick around for that frame.
I'm-
No?
I'm-
Okay.
It's 4 a.m. I'm calling it a day.
Oh, it is 4 a.m.
Oh wait.
Wait, there's like
Uh.
3 lines left. Okay, well that's fine.
Wait.
Goodbye. Honestly, people are saying bye, Luca. They forgot you were there.
Yeah. Let me turn on some music.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah. Oh, I still have to find a way to separate your voice from the music channel because right now it's like linked, and that's not what I want. Yeah. Oh wait.
Good night, good night. Thank you for having me. I'm gonna need some cough drops or something because I've been talking for an hour straight.
Yes. Go
But-
rest your voice. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, thank you, Luca, for joining on into the stream and giving us this TED talk about his
Of
life
course.
with
I-
Goblong, and yeah,
It's
and
basically,
yeah, it's been a pleasure.
That's what you need to remember from this.
Yeah. Yeah, hope you guys have a great night. And yeah. Yeah, sorry for my voice too, but I'll try to get better. And yeah, catch you next time. See you guys.
Bye.
See you, Luca. Bye bye. Mwah.